Alex the Kid, punching everything. Oh man, this is an old game. If you had a Sega Master System 2, you would remember this gem which was built into the beautiful console. As you can tell by the music, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Alex the Kid, punching everything. But yeah, I just decided to pick this one up and start playing it. I'm not going to go too far in detail about the thing, like too much about the game, but this is a very old game. This is actually the same age as I am, so didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna basically set this for about 10 minutes, or 9 or so. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you how far I can get in like 10 minutes ish. And if I get game over, I'll just start again. But yeah, this was a cult classic on the old Sega Master System. I don't know if it's got any real storyline. I think you just go around and punch stuff up. Oh no. Yeah, if you're wondering why I was running from that thing, it kills you. Practically anything in this game kills you, except for money. But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my brother and me used to play this on the old Sega Master System, and we'd waste so much time with this game. Granted, my brother would get a lot further than me because he was a better gamer, but yeah. One of the real cool things about this game was it wasn't overly violent. Granted, you are punching things to kill them or deal with them, but in a way, it's not really overtly violent. Like, the most glorious thing you can probably do in this game is run things over on a bike or shoot them with the helicopter, but they just blow up. You don't see any blood or gore or anything like that, but you know. But the music does grind on you after a while, because it's just this music essentially, unless you're like driving a vehicle or underwater. And yeah. Okay, that's game over, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Alright, that's one game over. Try again! This time try not to stuff up. But yeah, as I was saying, the boss fights in this weren't essentially boss fights. They were... well, you'll see when I get to the end of the second area, like second stage. Oh, item. What does it do? Oh yeah, that is awesome. Fire punches. Kamehameha! But yeah, this game was a classic. It actually spawned several different games, and was mentioned on the Sega All-Stars Racing Transform thing. The funny thing is, when he was given racing stuff in Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform stuff, it was all like steampunk sort of stuff, like bubble cars and planes with bubble cockpits and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I just find this game really fascinating because, considering there's practically no pre-mines, it was a very entertaining game when I was younger. Like, you'd consume hours in just trying to get past certain levels and stuff. And as most people know who played game consoles back then, they did not have save slots, so if you stuffed up, you'd have to start all over again. But yeah, it was during an era when gaming was a lot simpler. Like, I'm pretty sure this is like 8-bit graphics, but yeah. But yeah, like a lot of people say that, you know, retro gaming is like, you know, just for trendy people, but I would challenge a lot of gamers to play some of the newer games, like God of War 3, blah blah blah. you know, all the generic adventure platformers and all that sort of stuff. Not just the adventure platformers, just like any supposedly really hard game, with the exception of like Dark Souls, because that actually makes you earn your medal. And then go back and try to finish a very old game like this with without resorting to cheats or codes or whatever, and or even states if you do emulation and stuff. Because you just learn that games have got so much difficulty and stuff thrown into them. Yeah, like in Alex a Kid, you touch anything that isn't you, like any animal or whatever, and you die. Like, with the exception of like punching them or running them over or whatever. And in a way, you know, despite this being a widely used game that was released in the Western Hemisphere, they certainly did give it a lot of its own flares and stuff. Mind you, this is the actual, I'm pretty sure this is the Japanese version, but because I don't remember him eating an onigiri, but that's because I probably localized the copy I had. Well, I did have an Australian console, so I actually managed to find this one, which is international. And yeah, just managed to get the thing. Okay. I mentioned earlier that there was boss fights. This is essentially going to be the boss fight. These things, you had to remember the order. Unfortunately, I don't know the order, so it's going to be just guessing. But I remember you had three guys. You had Fist Head, you had Stone Head, you had Scissor Head, and Paper Head. And you had to beat them in Janken, which is rock paper scissors. That's the original set. You'd have to beat them once, and they'd basically disappear. Second time, though, you'd actually have to fight them afterward. Like, you do the Janken matches, and then their head would come off and try to attack you. And you had to punch their head, I think once or twice. And then, yeah. You, got a bit lucky. But I thought you could see the, other characters, junk and stuff. Because they did show that at one point. I do distinctly remember that. They actually had a cloud thing showing you what he was choosing. But yeah. Yeah, these guys are frustrating as all hell. But, I think my brother got in about 4 hours on this game. Like, it was the furthest he got, and that was like a good 2/3 all the way through the map. So, if you're dedicated and good enough, you could actually finish this game, but other than that, it was ridiculously hard. But yeah, I can't really say much else about this game. It's very basic, but pretty fun. If you get a chance to get a Sega Master System, then by all means turn the system on and play this. Anyway, this is Cosomut, and I've been playing Alex the Kid in Miracle World.